Today I'm here with the last video of my end of year videos series. In this video I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I've learned about my reading in 2020. The lessons that I'm going to talk about in this video are actually not new content. I talked about all of them in different end of reading year videos. Some in 2021 goals and some in 2020 goals wrap-up videos. I just wanted to give an overall view of my lessons from 2020 in terms of my reading. The lesson that is on the 5th place in the list is I learned that I actually do like reading graphic novels. At the end of 2019, I had a notion that I did not like graphic novels because I have been trying some very famous graphic novels, but they were all action-packed. They didn't capture my attention. I actually like those stories much better in movies such as Marvel's Cinematic Universe and DC Universe. But I've heard so many good things about some of the graphic novel series, and I wanted to give them a chance, and I made a goal of reading at least 5 graphic novels and a secondary goal of reading 5 graphic novels recommended by my friends who are in the booktube. Although I talk more about in detail in a video dedicated about this, I can say that I really enjoyed reading graphic novels, and I've read 24 graphic works and enjoyed most of them, especially the graphic memoirs. So I'm really glad I gave graphic novels and graphic memoirs a chance in 2020, and now I have a medium that I'm very proud to be a reader of. Lesson on the 4th place is about audiobooks. In 2019, I've gotten used to the habit of listening to audiobook while going to the metro station to work, while walking. I could listen Turkish works, of course, they are very easy for me to listen, and also middle grade works only. This year I discovered a audiobook application which was for free for 2 months during the isolation, so that there were many new releases both in English and in Turkish in audiobook format. And I decided to give other genres a try in audiobooks as well. First I started listening to a contemporary romance, and I've understood it perfectly. And then I listened to thrillers. It was a bit challenging to follow, but once I got used to it, I liked it very much. Then I listened to mysteries, and right now I'm listening to historical fiction, which I think is the hardest genre. I see that I can follow the narrator much more easily than I could do at the beginning of the year. Listening to audiobooks is a matter of practice, actually. Additionally, about audiobooks, I can say that I like consuming plays and works written in verse much more when I listen to them as an audiobook. Honestly, I prefer to listen to audiobooks in the normal speed because the narrator is very important for me, and if I speed it up, I don't think I would like the audiobook experience as much as I do now. And for English, of course, it's a bit harder for me to understand if I double the speed up. So those were the lessons that I've learned about audiobooking in 2020. Third lesson that I took from 2020 was that I could finish series if I give my mind to it and make it a goal. Last year I made a goal of finishing as many series as I can. On the video that I did about finishing the series, I made an error and said that I finished 10 series, while in reality I finished 12 series in 2020. I forgot the Polyanna duology and March graphic novel series. Anyway, even finishing 10 series was a big success for me, considering I almost never finished a series until 2019. And it was good to know that because now I'm not afraid to start new series with the assumption that I would not be able to finish it and there will be too many series in my TBR. The second lesson that I took from 2020 was that I really liked choosing books for the prompts. I sort of knew that before 2020 because I really enjoyed participating in middle grade March and March Mystery Madness, which was all about prompts. I come to a full realization of my performance when I joined Fall into Reading Readathon, which was co-hosted by Tia, Rainey, Angie and Kelly. I've enjoyed doing the 3-month bingo card immensely, and this readathon was the inspiration for my 2020 goal of creating Berna's Bookish Bingo, which is my big project for 2021 actually. Even thinking about which prompt the book would fit is such a pleasure to me, and it's like a puzzle to me as well. So I like this mind exercise a lot. Instead of choosing certain books, I much prefer to choose the books according to my mood and my prompts much more. Most significant lesson that I've learned from 2020 was that I love body reading, and body reading was the highlight of my year. I body read with many great booktubers who became my friends during that body reading experience. I will give the channel links of all of the booktubers that I body read down below. It was really interesting when I did my top 5 favorite books of the year video. Before reading The Good Daughter, all of the 5 books in my top 5 list consisted of 5 body reads. Nightingale barely missed this 5th spot. It was also a body read. The enjoyment of the book increases when you talk to a friend about it, and also because you have to pause at some points and think about the book and then analyze the book and then talk or write to the person who you are body reading with. Also really makes you think about the book much more. If you like the book, you like it much more. And like many of the comments in my top 5 video, it also increases if you dislike the book, you dislike the book more. It was a really interesting list for me, and it was the most important lesson that I took from my 2020 reading year. Those were the 5 things that I've learned about my reading in 2020. Please comment down below what did you learn about yourself and your reading in 2020, and what do you think about my lessons that I took about 2020. If you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since this video was all about lessons, I thought lesson should be the word of the day. Lesson means ders in Turkish, and ders is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.